Have you ever felt that despite the well laid out plans and good intentions you have for your money, you always seem not to have enough of it? Whenever you make that check, there's more than enough and you've got great plans, but then it's gone. Yeah, that feeling? It's dreadful like that. And we're all set to live out loud with Frida Owinga from Passion to Profit, and we'll try to answer that question, where does my money go? Next. Hello and welcome to Sheila Lives Out Loud. I'm glad you're on this channel. Please click subscribe and hit notifications, and do share if you find something that's worth sharing. My name is Sheila Owinga and we're living out loud at Westwood Hotel in sunny Nairobi, Kenya. And today it's all about finding out, where does my money go? Are you in that trap where you get paid today and before end of day, the money's gone missing? It happens to the best of us. And here to have that chat is Frida Owinga. Hello, Frida.
Hi, Sheila.
How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. And yourself?
Very happy, and trying to keep it moving. I'm trying to keep the coins in the pocket, but then they always seem to find a way.
No coins.
No coins?
No.
They're
They're too heavy.
Notes?
Yes.
Okay, Bitcoins?
I don't know about Bitcoins. I won't comment.
All right. Well, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
As we begin the year, because a lot of us are still in the process of figuring out what we want to achieve in the year and what we want to change. So let's talk money. Where do we begin?
At the beginning.
Yes, please.
Are you interested in making money, or are you committed to making money? That's the most important question you have to keep asking yourself,
right,
if the money keeps walking away from you.
Okay, so it's one of two things that's happening.
You're either committed or you're interested.
Okay, so what's the difference between the two?
Interested just has an idea. I'd love to have a lot of money. I'd love to go on holiday. I'd love to buy this. I'd love to buy the other. Committed sits down and figures out, what do I want? Okay, not according to my bank account, but what do I want in life? And then goes out to find out how much is it going to cost, and puts a plan in action and follows their action plan until they get it. So they are no longer just interested, wishing and hoping. They have a plan.
Right.
Yes.
Talking about having a plan, where do we begin? Because we've all been told a 10th of your salary goes here, another 10th goes there, a third goes here, a fifth is here, an eighth goes to that.
Absolutely. Before we talk about what goes where, Sheila,
yeah,
I'd like to recommend we figure out what's our money personality.
Right.
And there are 4 money personalities. I wish I could remember the name of the lady I read it from, but there are 4 different money personalities. The first personality is a masser. A masser amasses money. They like to just keep it and have a lot of it.
Count it every day.
Yeah, they feel nice. They feel and have it in their wallet. They don't want coins.
Yes.
They're a masser. They amass money.
Right.
And then we have the spender. I think all Luos are spenders. All Luopians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised
the
about...
spender likes to spend and likes to spend on nice things, yeah, and likes to buy people nice gifts. They just spend. So they don't really think about saving it. They think more about spending it. So they rarely have enough to do they rarely have their priority in place to do the things that they really need to do, because they're always doing these fun splash things.
Right.
And then the other 2 are there's the spender, the masser, the hoarder. The hoarder hoards it. The hoarder is always worried about the rainy day. The hoarder they may want to invest, but they're afraid to give a financial investor, a professional, because they feel the person might not make the right decision and they might lose some. Because remember, they like hoarding it, and they like knowing they have this lots of money. They don't necessarily spend it, because they're also very careful about, going on vacation. They worry that the money might get finished.
So they're a little risk averse as well.
Yeah,
they're not going to take chances. They won't spend it when they don't have to.
No. Right. So that's the hoarder. And then there's the monk. The monk is just that, the monk. He feels if you have a lot of money, your money is filthy, money is the root of all evil. If you have too much, it might corrupt you. They feel, and if maybe they get a windfall of it through inheritance or whatever, they feel guilty. They feel they don't deserve it. So they're kind of money shy. So it's important to understand what is your money personality, because when you understand your money personality, the good thing is you can adjust, because the spending plan I'm going to share with you right after this is where should your money go? How should you spend it? So whichever quarter you are, you can choose how to, how to manage it so that it's not always walking away from you.
Yeah.
Then now you're becoming committed, because the first part of commitment is knowing who am I as a money, which is my money personality.
Yeah.
Okay. And after you find out what is my money personality or what is your money personality, the next thing you want to do is, where are you with money? And there's the fifth one.
Wait, Frida, you said there were 4. No, there's another one.
Yeah, there's one more. And this is a very important one. We can't leave them out. I'm sorry. This is the avoider. The avoider avoids knowing. They don't want to know how much they have, how much they earn, how much they owe. They feel it's too complex. I need a competent person to do this, but they don't even get that competent person. So they're either always complaining, I don't have money, I don't have money. But they really don't know how much they're making.
Yeah.
And if they could sit down and find out, they might even be surprised. So that's the avoider.
All right. So we've gone through the different personalities. And the next step for us is to look at where we spend our money.
Absolutely.
And in looking at how we spend our money, the principles will apply whether you've got 200 million, 20 million, 2 million, 20 bob.
Absolutely.
They run true no matter what end of the spectrum you're at.
Yes.
So let's get going.
So the committed would like to know, where are they and what do they want to do so that they can plan properly for it. And I normally give a simple, there are many schools of thought about how much you should spend, how much you should save. And I learned this from a coach called Pauline Wairimu. In fact, she tells us we need to have only 2 kinds of shoes. So I'm afraid if she watches this show, I'm in trouble because I'm wearing yellow shoes. She recommends that women should have just a black pair of shoe and a brown pair of shoe. And I'm like, okay, but that is a story for another day. So how you spend your money, let's say you get 100,000.
Yeah.
If you earn 100,000, 50% of that should go to essentials. That's 50,000. Yeah. So that means you can't live in a house of 100,000. You can't earn 100,000 and live in a house of 120,000 or 80,000 or even 60,000, because 50,000 is for your rent and essentials. Yeah. Essentials are, you want to look pretty, you want to buy shoes,
you want to go out, exactly.
You want to go out and eat,
yes.
You want to whatever, all the different essential things, the shopping for your house, your lunch, going to work, your airtime, all that stuff should fit within this 50,000. But before you put that 50,000 aside, you need to put, if you're a Christian, we recommend you tithe. So you need to put 10% aside, which is your tithe. Yeah. Because when you tithe, God blesses you back.
Is it gross or net? Or that's a conversation for another day.
It's a conversation we can take quickly. Okay. You know how much you make.
Yeah.
And before KRA takes the money, that's the amount you make. And that's what you should take 10% out of. Because you don't want to play games with God.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, be very careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see, they're going to have some other bonuses, some other commissions, 10% of that too.
And 10%. So it's not just on the salary.
No.
Only. It's on anything that comes your way.
Increase. On your increase.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving away from what we give, there's that 10% is gone. So
yes.
We've got our 90% left. What happens next? How do we begin to decide this is worth it, this is not worth it?
Okay. Okay. Before we go there, the next 10% is for you for a rainy day. You know how sometimes you just wake up and there's a puncture and then you start driving the car, you hear a strange noise, mm-hmm. So it's good to have this 10% for moments like this. Those are the rainy days.
Yeah.
So the next 10%, pay yourself. And then the next is 30%. Remember, we are not at 90 because you already took 50% should go for your essentials.
Yeah.
All right. And your essentials is your rent and whatever you like to do for yourself. So we have 50, 10, 10, and then 30. 30% should go to what I call your do-good account. Mm-hmm. In December, you have pressure. You want to go to Mombasa, you want to go to Dubai, you want to go wherever. You want to do a CSR program. So this 30%, that is what it should take care of. Yeah. So it can take care of your holidays, whatever good thing you want to do for yourself or others. So you always have this 30%. Somebody wants you to participate in a wedding, that's a do-good. It's not a rainy day.
No.
No. You want to go to Dubai, you want to go to Kilaguni, wherever it is whatever it is you want to do, you want to help widows, you want to help orphans.
Looking at our personalities and where the money goes, can a hoarder ever change?
The idea is not to get the hoarder to change, but the idea is to get the hoarder to use his money wisely,
right,
or to spread his money around, because the hoarder is probably going to save 60% mm-hmm. and then live a very stingy life.
Yeah.
So the idea is I believe you should have fun.
Yeah.
I believe in having fun. And I don't think having fun should be expensive. I mean, like if you're going to Mombasa, you don't have to go on Kenya Airways. You can go on SGR. You can hire a car with a group of friends and go. So having fun doesn't have to be expensive. But I think to live a full, normal life, you need to have something. The key thing is finding out, what do you like? What do you enjoy? And how can you make sure you have a little of each? Because I don't believe in just working. So you can apportion. If you like eating out, when will you eat out? Who will you eat out with? Things like that.
Moving along swiftly, credit cards and cash.
Yes.
You know, I think sometimes
credit card is not evil, but yeah.
You know, they always say money is not evil. It's all these things, the intentions and the people behind the money that corrupt it.
Evil. But Nana evil. It's just the human being behind
it's that
the
human
money.
element.
Yes.
And so this applies to this whole credit card situation.
And you see, because the credit card, you're going to pay it eventually. So whatever you're using the credit card for should fit into one of these things. Are you using it for essentials? So your essentials should come back and pay it. Ideally, your credit card should be for a rainy day. And if you use it for essentials, when you get your big money, whether it is your salary or whatever, you take out the essentials and pay it. So you're not paying the minimum. Okay. So that way you have your credit card for a rainy day. Ideally, you should pay it off every month.
Pay it off every month and you should be okay.
And then you just apportion the way we've apportioned it. So you'll know when to use it or not to use it. And if you use it, you know to take the cash and put it back there.
All right. So have a plan with your money. Have a system with your money. Don't just fritter your money. You work very hard for it.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot that we couldn't talk about when it comes to personal finance, but you're going to be holding a seminar. Tell us a little bit about that.
Cool. Thank you, Sheila. Every month, PassionProfit has an entrepreneurs meetup. It's an entrepreneurs mentoring and networking meetup called Thrive. And we help business owners thrive. So this is a fun time on Friday, February 9th at Nairobi Garage from 9 a.m. to 12:30. And we have a speaker. We have a fantastic speaker who's going to be talking about money, Rena Hicks. Rena is an author. She's written a book called Money Wise. And she's also an investment banker with Frida Bank. And she'll be talking to us all about money and how to take care of it.
Especially from the ground
and how to spend it.
Yeah, you've got to learn how to take care of this thing, because your working years go by so quickly.
Absolutely.
And it's best to have the information to make the right choices. We're going to post details all of this week so that you don't miss out on this presentation. Keep your eyes on my social media. We are going to give you those links right there. As always, Frida, the door remains open. Thank you for watching this. Remember to click subscribe to this channel and hit notifications. We look forward to catching up with you in the next episode. But till then, live out loud, watch your money.
Yeah.